And sometimes you're going to make mistakes, but there has to be a change in your life. There has to be something different. Old things have passed away. God has made all things become new. But if we're ever going to be an effective child of God, if we're ever going to be a person that walks in the power and the glory of God, if we're ever going to be a person that is a witness, a light unto a lost and dying world, we have to have the fruits of the Spirit. We have to have love, joy, peace, meekness, gentleness, faith, and all these things. We've got to have all these things to be effective, to win people to Christ and be a witness unto God. If we don't have these characteristics, and if we don't have the things being dumped out of us that we want to see, the thing about it is, when we get saved, all of a sudden we've got to start putting something down on the inside of us. We've got to start putting something back where the emptiness and the void is at. So that's where Jesus began to tell us, take the fruits of the Spirit. And see in 1 John, and the thing about it is, John in 15 says, He is the true vine, I am the branch. You abide in me and I in you, and you should what? Bring forth much fruit. See, what I'm trying to get the church and what I'm trying to get us to understand is the only way that we'll be effective as a church is have the fruits of the Spirit, to have the love and the joy, to have the things and walk in the flesh. See, a lot of people today, they walk after the flesh and they fulfill the flesh, but if they only walked after the Spirit, if they were filled with the power of the Spirit of God, then they wouldn't walk after the things of this world. They wouldn't procrastinate sin in their life. But see, one thing that I think about people is they never do want to change. Israel never did want to change. It always wanted to go back serving idol gods. It always found time to play. See, that's what God was trying. If you'll take all that old stuff and all of a sudden, and you lay it on the altar and you begin to cry out to God, and the thing about it is, God ain't looking for people to beg Him to save them and deliver them. He's looking for people to say, Lord, create in me a clean heart, renew a right spirit within me. He's not looking for people up here to waller out their eyes and all this stuff. Anybody can cry crocodile tears. Anybody can put a show on. But what He's looking for is people that's sincere with Him. See, you can think about this. You can have people that cry all night long. And the thing about it is, but they never do. The thing about it, never do make a change in their lifestyle, the way they live. You'll have people that think, when I talk about procrastinating sin, you'll have people that thinks of ways of sinning, that I'll just go ahead and do it. It'll be all right. I get forgiveness from God. God does not work like that. God don't like a person that works that way. He's looking for somebody that ain't looking to fulfill the lust of the flesh, but wants to walk in the Spirit of God.